Some Arsenal legend has gone ahead to obviously think that Arsenal will push Man City all the way for the trophy charge of this season. Jamie Carragher has gone ahead to give Jamal Musiala his flowers, and obviously Jesco Vadio at the side of Man City. He's like, yeah, I'm really contented with what is really happening at the side of Man City. Welcome to the Football News Show. This is the Rokani Media Football, and hope you guys are really having fun wherever you are. Smash like button, comment and share. If you're totally watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Rokani David is my name, and let's continue to obviously subscribe to see to it that we hit 21,000 subscribers before the end of this week. As I tell you, all indicators are we are gonna really hit that magic number. So this is RD, and we are talking the football news from different teams, and that's why we call it the Football News Show. Now, who of you remembers William Gallas, one of the captains of Arsenal, that went ahead to cry when Spurs went ahead, obviously hit them and obviously got them off the trophy? You understand? So he has gone ahead and obviously spoken about the Arsenal title hopes, and I felt like it's really one of those stories that we have to obviously coming through and really broadcast to the viewers of this channel. The Muslims, Barakallahu Fikum, to the Christians, we cover you all with the precious blood of Jesus Christ. And let's obviously start it off with what William Gallas had to say. I think Arsenal will push Man City all the way. I can see them taking this to the last day of the season. The one game that looks like it might be tricky is Man United away in a couple of weeks' time. I would be a little bit worried about that game against Bournemouth a couple of years ago. That would be a game I would have had concerns about Arsenal dropping points in, but this season I'm not worried. With the fans behind them, they will win that game by a margin of 2 goals. Manchester United will want to finish the season as strongly as possible. They will need to win to help them qualify for European football. Now, he has gone ahead, obviously outline it very well to the vast majority of the people watching this channel and the fans of Arsenal, that one of the moments that you have to really understand and really see to it that get into your mind very well is the game of Man United. I know Manchester United is not in its perfect form, and anyone can really downplay its efforts of obviously going ahead, obviously cause havoc to the side of Arsenal. But I tell you, when you're playing at Old Trafford, you need the respect. You need that respect. And when we look at Man City, they're having a game of Tottenham Hotspur. Them having the game of Tottenham Hotspur, Arsenal having the game of Man United. And I think those are the games that are going to really give us results, and I think they might be played in a space of the same way. Let me check here and see Premier League fixture. Premier League fixture. Arsenal has those teams to beat: Bournemouth, Man United, and Everton. And Man United is the hardest of all. Now, when you look at Manchester City is playing Wolverhampton Wanderers this weekend, and when you look at Arsenal, when I want to see when is Man City playing Tottenham Hotspur. That is the most important bit about it. Man City, Tottenham Hotspur is what I want to look about. The fixture: Man City, Tottenham, Man City, Tottenham. All right. So Man City will play on a Monday after United play against Manchester United. That game is really gonna be huge. I tell you, it's gonna be huge to see to it that it will require a lot of enthusiasm for the side of Man City to win it, and Arsenal will also require a lot of enthusiasm for obviously go ahead and really win that game between them and Man United. Against Bournemouth, I know Bournemouth can come up and obviously put in questions for Arsenal to answer, but I believe if Arsenal really lose points against Bournemouth, then they were not fit to obviously win what we call the league. That is it. So all what they have to do is simple. They just have to continue doing the needful. And what's the needful? Winning that game of Bournemouth. Because if they are to stay into that title race, they need to win the game of Bournemouth. And pray to it that maybe Spurs shocks the side of Man City. But that will obviously work for Arsenal if obviously Arsenal go ahead to obviously get 3 points at Old Trafford. That is it. Because Arsenal are 2 points behind Man City. If at all Man City win their game in hand. And that means if Arsenal go ahead and really beat Man United and Man City draws, do you know what that will mean? It will mean that Arsenal will be at level with Man City. That's the only way that Arsenal is really going to find themselves in a position of really not falling off the chase of the league. But I'm really worried about that game of Man United, because if you are not yet up to speed, Luke Shaw, Lisandro Martinez are back into the training sessions of Man United. But I don't tell you that Arsenal cannot win that game of football. I tell you, for me, Arsenal are going to get Old Trafford as favourites. That is it, because they are the most informed team in the league, and Arteta's going to have to learn certain things. He doesn't really go player per player, you know, end-to-end game in such games. You saw how he went ahead to kill off the game of Tottenham Hotspur. He never attacked a lot, but the results all went to the side of one side, and it was only and only Arsenal. You understand? First half 3 goals. So he might come up with the same plan at Old Trafford, obviously hit Man United like that, and I tell you, it can work out, because that defense of Man United keeps swallowing goals, and Arsenal is one of those teams that is going to hate to concede the limited number of goals this season. So I think Gallas is right. He's not guaranteeing Arsenal to take the trophy, but he's giving them a chance until the final day of the season. And that's what I would love to see. Arsenal playing, Arsenal will be playing which team? Arsenal will be playing Everton, and Man City will be playing, let me see, on the final day, Man City will be playing West Ham. You know, West Ham can go there and really shock this side. But can West Ham allow their London nemesis to obviously win the trophy by beating this side? Maybe David Moyes will be like, I want to stay here. And if at all I beat Man City, maybe my bosses will really keep me around. You understand? All else, the players will be like, all right, they're going to have to talk to Ruben Amorim, the coach of Sporting Lisbon, and we want to give our manager a very good go. You get the farewell. They want to give him a very good farewell. That will be really nice for the side of West Ham. So Arsenal, to keep their chances alive, they have one thing to do. Come out, get 3 points at Old Trafford. Something they can do, but it has been a while since Arsenal last went ahead, obviously win at Man United. I think they last won in 2020. You know, when Aubameyang scored a penalty, that game ended 1-0 in favor of Arsenal. So it is now 4 seasons since Arsenal last went ahead to win at Old Trafford. So we wait and see. But weekend, Arsenal is taking on Bournemouth. Then they will prepare for the game of Manchester United very, very soon, as Man United will be also preparing to play into the finals of the FA Cup, to see to it that they obviously get in a very huge trophy in there for you. So that is it coming in through from William Gallas, the Arsenal legendary player that captained Arsenal. Now we have something coming in through from Jamie Carragher, and he has gone ahead to give one of the players I've gone ahead to love for a very long time his flowers, and that is none other than Jamal Musiala. He has said he's unique. You don't see players in central areas dribble like that. You just don't see it. Jude Bellingham, who is a fantastic player, is completely different. Very few players, if any, in Europe football are doing this. It takes you back to watching Maradona as a kid, when you see players going past players. 2 sensational players, Bellingham and Musiala, but they are different. I love watching him, Musiala, play. I probably enjoy watching him more than I watch Jude Bellingham. You get? And he also added and said, Jude is almost powerful with his charisma and aura, everything about him. But what we have seen Musiala do, somebody who can actually dribble. I'm not talking about a winger going past a fullback on the outside. It's different. from a central area. You know, when I've come out and really said this on several occasions, people have gone ahead to come out and say, I just love Musiala. And there are people who have gone ahead to say that Musiala is overrated. And I just went ahead to obviously laugh at them because they don't know what they're really talking about. I tell you this, if someone comes out and tells you that Musiala is overrated, then football is not meant for him. Musiala is a very, very, very good player. And the unique character that has gone ahead to get explained by this guy who goes by the names of Jamie Carragher is really right. It's very hard to find a player who dribbles in the inside. That's why I told you Iniesta was a different kind of player altogether. And Musiala reminds me of Iniesta. Iniesta could dribble in the middle of the park. That's how good this guy is. You know, he dribbles in the middle of the park. He goes past players. And that's why I've always gone ahead to refer to him as an Odegaard with a right foot. That is him. That is him. But his skill set is really good and amazing. And that's why he's like, I enjoy watching him better than Jude Bellingham. I know Jude Bellingham is a good player, but on any day, I take Musiala because of what he creates. You know, he has gone ahead to create chances for Bayern Munich players. And I think the only thing that is lacking in his game is to increase on his numbers. That is it. The moment he increases on his numbers in goals and assists, then Musiala is going to be the name. And I told you that people are looking at Haaland, Mbappe as the heirs to the thrones of Ronaldo and Messi. But for me, I'm really looking at different players altogether. I've gone ahead to look at different players. For example, Musiala is one of those. I've gone ahead, obviously, take him. The other player I've gone ahead to see is Martin Odegaard. You know, Martin Odegaard is going to come out and really put in lots of performances in the next seasons. Remember, he's just 25, 26 years of age. That means he still has close to 7 years of really playing there. And trust me, Arsenal's going to have to build everything on him. He's not an injury-prone player. He can play 60 games a season. He has a team behind him that is really young, and it can really push him further. And that's what you need to win a Ballon d'Or, you know, because Odegaard is the orchestrator of Arsenal in every game. He does the magic. And I think if he can continue doing that, I tell you what, no one is really going to be stopping that man. That is Martin Odegaard. So from that, let's obviously talk about Vadio from the side of Man City. He has gone ahead and revealed to us how life is at the side of Man City. Said, I need to be fair and say that I already feel at home and I really like it here, except the weather. That's the reality. But everything I think I need is here and I'm really happy. That's what the man himself was going to have to say. And he goes by the names of Jesco Vadio. So for me, I love Jesco Vadio. He can play onto the left back. He can play onto in the central defense, on the left side of the central defense, and he's really a very good player. So we just wait and see how he obviously features at Man City, whether he lifts his first trophy with Man City in the Premier League or not, because in the Champions League it's impossible as they got knocked out by Real Madrid. So your reactions onto that are welcome in the comment section below. Rokani David is my name. Do you really agree with William Gallas that Arteta will push Pep all the way? You know? And what do you make about Musiala better than Jude Bellingham? Do you think it's really right as far as how his dribbles are really concerned, as told to us by none other than Jamie Carragher? All that and more into the comment section below. Rokani David is my name. We out. Bye-bye.